Thursday morning, about 15 orders going out today, and my name's Ian and I sell books on eBay and a couple of other things, but mostly books. Right, let's just run through the orders and see what we've got. Right, first up we have 5 Disney DVDs. These have been going pretty well lately. Mostly the bundles of 10, but only a bundle of 5 for these ones today, but $9.99 for that lot. So it's only a couple of quid cheaper than when they sell, finding somewhere to put them, as a bundle of 10, and that means that I make even more money on them. Right, next, another £10 bundle, well, close enough, £9.69 for some Percy Jackson books. We've got The Last Olympian, Titan's Curse, and Battle of the Labyrinth. So another tenner sale, and that is what I like to think of as bread and butter, things that are around about £10 and just keep moving and going all the time. Next, we've got a stack of David Baldacci. So I've tidied up my Baldacci listing and it seems to be working, so that's 5 of those going out for $12.99. 5 Baldaccis are usually over 2 kilos, so it does cost more to post. So it's an extra £3 in sales value compared to my usual tenner, but it's going to cost me an extra £3 to post, probably. Sometimes they're just under, but I think those ones will be the full whack. Next, another bundle. Now these are just under the 2 kilos because I weighed them before I priced them up, and it's a pre-made bundle of Martina Cole paperbacks, so $9.99 for 5 of them. Let's see, when I've been finding lots of authors where the books look like a set, you know, they're the same format, the same size, same editions, then I'm bundling them up and just selling them as is rather than putting them into the variation listings. But $9.99 for that little bundle of Martina. Then we've got another DVD. Another Disney, all on its own, Mary Poppins. I'm going to take off the sticker, hadn't I? There you go. That's much nicer, isn't it? Nice wee Mary Poppins. That went for $5.99, all by itself. Right. Okay, this one's a wee bit better, but still round about that kind of £10 mark. Haynes Ford Fiesta, 2002 to 2008. For both petrol and diesel, in really good condition. So I picked that up not long ago, maybe end of last week, and that sold for £15. So some of these go for quite good money, some of them go for a couple of quid. That one was a £15-pounder, so not bad. Right, we've got another bundle of a popular author, and it is John Grisham. So we've got 5 Grisham paperbacks going out. They're probably going to be under the 2 kilos, I'm hoping so, but £13.74 for the 5 Grisham books. So again, these are all authors that if you can see them cheap enough, pick them up, stack them up. When you've got enough, they will sell. Just like this guy. 3 Beast Quest books. So £8.49 for the 3 of those. I picked up a big stack of these yesterday, the day before, a couple of days ago. Just got them listed up because it was about 40 new titles to add to it. And guess what? That's kickstarted the sales on that listing. So 3 of them going out, £8.49. Things are moving. Right. A few single books to run through now. The Dummies series, Arduino, I don't know how to say that. Something to do with programming, but Arduino for Dummies, and that went for £11.99. All of these prices include postage. Some of them are free post, some of them are, for example, this one was £8 plus £3.99 postage. I just priced them differently depending on what kind of mood I'm in, to be honest. And well, it's a bit of A/B testing, isn't it? See what goes well in what format. But yeah, the Dummies books, I just grab them all the time when I see them, because some of them do sell for good money, some of them sit for months, but enough of them are popular that you will make some cash on them. So $11.99 for that little boy. Let's grab the rest of these in one go to show you them. and find somewhere to sit them so that I can pick them up and show them. Right, next is a bit different. I got this not too long ago. David Lodge, The Art of Fiction. So a collection of his articles from The Independent, On Sunday and The Washington Post, and that sold for £6.84. Then we have the James Harriet collection. So it's one of these compendiums, 6 books. If only they could talk, it shouldn't happen to a vet. Let sleeping vets lie, vet in harness, vets might fly, vet in a spin. So it's kind of think these are like 80s. So it's a wee bit vintage, but that sold for £9.39. I found James Harriet is quite popular. I've got a stack of his old paperbacks that I want to get bundled up and listed, but I've not quite got to them yet. Right, another antiquarian book, $13.99 for Saints Alive by Leslie Chatteris. I'm never sure how to say his surname. I have that problem with a lot of names, don't I? And this was a book club's associate from 1979, so definitely a bit of vintage to it. It's in really good condition. Let's say $13.99 for that one, so that's not too bad at all. Sold a couple of Saints books. They don't hang about, which is always a good thing. Right, two more sales, and that's it for today. Kind of flying through it at the moment, haven't I? We've got The Great Glowing Coils of the Universe. So it's a Welcome to Night Vale book, episodes, volume 2, Joseph Fink, Geoffrey Connor. I've got a few of these Night Vale-ish books, and that's the second one to sell. This is, yeah, it does seem to be just from some sort of podcasty thing. I don't know. But anyway, that's sold, and it's sold for £8.90. So again, lots of the single books today have all been pretty good, apart from this one, which I did it again. I've sold this before and it sold really fast, so I grabbed it, stuck it up, and I made the same mistake I made last time. I forgot to put postage on it, so it sold just like that. £4.88. It cost me, this one was literally pennies, because it was a throw in from something else. So £4.88. It's going to cost me £3.30 to post it, 20p in packaging, the eBay fees, so I'm really only making pennies back on it. But lesson learned yet again, check your listings before you put them live. If it's meant to have postage, make sure it's got postage. If it ain't got postage, make sure you're charging enough. So really I would have been looking for about £8 on that one, and I've got £4.88 instead. But it wasn't it was a promoted listing, so that makes it even worse. So yeah, possibly just breaking even on that, which is a bit frustrating. But we live and we learn. Right, last order, which just came in before I get started here, and it is a wee stack of David Williams. So we've got a couple of hardcovers, World's Worst Children 3, Slime, and then we've got The Demon Dentist and Grandpa's Great Escape in paperback, and they went for £16.59 because I charge more for the hardcovers. It's as simple as that. And yeah, £16.59 for them, so that was a nice wee bonus. Again, with those series, World's Worst Children, they weigh a ton compared to any other hardcover book. They are so heavy, it's ridiculous. So that feels like it's going to be over the 2 kilos. It might not, but it feels like it probably is. So that's our 15 sales that we've got to just get packed up in the next 20 minutes. So I can take them and drop them off at the post office or Royal Mail, whichever one is still open. Royal Mail closes in 8 minutes, so it'll be the post office. £158 for all of that lot. So as per usual, we're going to have about a third in fees to eBay, and then about a third to the post office, and then about a third is profit after the back of that. So maybe just over £50 in profit for the business there. Obviously, as ever, there are other expenses that come out of that. That's not £50 into my pocket, that's £50 into the business to try and keep it ticking over and running. What would the postage be on that? So 15 times 3 is 45, plus £4.50 is 50, plus one of them at least is going to be a bigger bundle, maybe two, so another, so about £55 in postage. So yeah, third on that one there, and about 55 to me. So a wee short video today, not an awful lot going on in it, but I do like to share what I have sold. I've said I wasn't going to do any more pickups. Sorry, need a wee coffee break. When I say wee, I just want to get it all drunk before it goes cold. Yeah, I wasn't doing any more pickups until tomorrow when I go out and grab hopefully a big chunk. But I was passing a shop yesterday and I popped in just to see if they had a couple of, I mean literally a couple. I didn't even have a bag with me, but they're quite good for the bread and butter. They've always got good condition, like John Grisham, David Baldacci, Lee Child, so on and so forth. And the manageress was in by herself, so she says, we've just got some boxes, they're at the door, have a look and see if there's anything you want. And I ended up picking about another 95 books up. But, you know, they're getting their money, they get them cleared out, they're not having to sort them, and I get to lift a box and stick it in the car. That was heavy, that was a heavy one. I think I had about 40 odd kilos there, lugging it a few hundred yards back to the motor, which was, you know, keeps the shoulders strong. So yeah, got them in, and then I proceeded with my daily listing target. So let's say my target now is £320 in value each day. Previously, I would pick out all the good stuff that looked like it, you know, a £20 book, a £30 book, a £50 book, and get them all listed first, and then work through the bread and butter. What I have forgotten and have now remembered is that actually the bread and butter value-wise is much quicker to list. So if I had 8 David Baldacci books to list, which I think I did, I can do that in a couple of minutes, and that adds on, well, they go for £3 each, so 8 times 3, that's £24 of value in literally a couple of minutes. So working through them first gets me very close to that £320 every day, and I've still got probably about 120 bread and butter listings to put through from the stuff I've picked up the last few days, plus 150, 200 books that are maybe 40, 50 of them are high value. By high value, I mean £10 and above, and then the rest are all kind of £3, £4 bread and butter individual titles. So I'll finish up today with all of my bread and butter variation listings, then move on to the more expensive ones, and then get rid of the stuff at the end, which I kind of want to leave until the end of the month when my listings refresh and I can list them for free, but we'll see how it goes. So anyway, on the 19th, when I started doing this and tracking it, we listed £323. On the 20th, it was £341, and yesterday, the 21st, £362. So really keeping above that 320 mark. I would like to be quite well above it when I get into next month especially, so that I can maybe do 5 days a week listing rather than, you know, every single day, 7 days a week, having to sit down and do it. Having said that, yesterday it took me less than an hour again to get that 362 quid's worth listed. I was going to say something else about that, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it was, so I won't say it. But yeah, 362 yesterday, and I've listed £12 so far today. I made up a couple of drafts when I was working through stuff yesterday, so I just launched those drafts this morning, just gets them out there, but really trying to focus hard on keeping that going. So far it seems to be working. Obviously it's far too early to say whether or not any of this has had any bearing on anything going sales wise, but with last 3 days, so yesterday total sales including postage was £192, the day before 107, the day before 123, so that's from the 19th we've been up just over the £100, that's including postage, so 107 when you've paid like had 20-30 quid in postage paid as well. Isn't particularly great, but it's the most consistent few days I've had for quite some time. Otherwise it's been up one day, down the next, and we'll just have to wait and see how today goes and see if that continues. But I'm hoping that's because I've been doing consistent listings. It is going to start kicking in and making a bit of a difference. Have I just had another order in? I have. Another order. 3 Stuart McBride paperbacks, so I'll go and pick them once I'm done here. But we've got No Less the Devil, A Song for the Dying and Dying Light, and the 3 of them, £9.99. So there's another tenner onto the pile. Fantastic. What more can I say? Anyway, 15 minutes, that's more than enough time for you today. I'll no doubt be back tomorrow. So see ya, love you, bye.